I think it's the real part 308, guys. I think it is. Let me just go and tell you, the last video was fantastic. Because here's the thing. An intruder broke into my building, and all the dinosaurs went into a protective state. But out of nowhere, Shadow came out and was seething with anger. And let's just say, he sat there and beat up that dude for a total of 33 hours. And he would have continued if another dude didn't show up with a weapon and start taunting me by trying to actually hurt me with that weapon. He would have. And let's just say right now, Shadow is so angry that he's literally got steam coming out of him right now. He is so pissed at this dude for even trying to touch me or hurt me like that. And I even said, dude, if I were you, I would stop. Do you not see my friend over there? He will never let you go if you even try to hurt me. The man, unfazed by your words, looks over at Shadow and scoffs. You really think that oversized metal lizard can stop me? I've dealt with worse than him. Oh my... Shadow, hearing him being called an oversized metal lizard, can't hold back his anger anymore. As the man mocks Shadow and refers to him as an oversized metal lizard, something within Shadow snaps. His anger, already bubbling up just beneath the surface, can no longer be contained. The insult has pushed him over the edge, and he has let out an intense and thunderous roar. I told you to shut up. Dude, you didn't listen. Now Shadow is never going to leave you alone. You are an idiot. I say to the intruder. Would you consider that an intruder when we're outside at this point? The man, now confronted by both you and a very displeased Shadow. Oh my gosh, by a not seething, just very displeased. Even though he is literally seething right now. Starts to realize the consequences of his actions. You call him an idiot, emphasizing that he brought this upon himself by provoking both you and Shadow. Little bit of a warning. If you even try to hurt me, Shadow will never leave you alone until he is satisfied. Period. He just got done beating up a dude for 33 hours. That was hilarious. I still love the fact that he continued. The man listens to your words, the threat behind them clear as day. After witnessing Shadow's previous beat-up, lasting a full 33 hours, the man can sense the determination and resolve he has to protect you at all costs. All of a sudden, Shadow appears behind. All of a sudden, Shadow appears behind the dude. with the most angry eyes and angry face I have ever seen. Dude. Oh my gosh. I love this. Shadow's getting so overprotective right now. I love it. He's like an Shadow reminds me of like an overprotective parent. That's what he reminds me of because he will be as sweet and kind-hearted to you if he likes you, but if somebody even threatens you, oh my gosh, he will go ham on them idiots. The man's smug expression instantly disappears as Shadow suddenly appears behind them, his angry face emphasizing the depth, expressing the depth of his wrath. The air is. Oh my gosh, I usually hate hearing this word, but I'll go ahead and do it. The air is thick with tension as Shadow confronts the man head on, his anger burning bright. Before Shadow even attempts anything, he says to the man, "So, you think picking on my human owner and friend was a smart idea?" Question mark. You are about to see why you don't mess with him. Oh my gosh. Wait, no. Wait, what does it say? Before Shadow even attempts anything, he says to the man, "So, you think picking on my human owner and friend was a smart idea? You are about to see why you don't mess with him." Excuse me? Shadow's voice reverberates through the air, each word carrying a sinister weight. Uh-oh. The man can sense the gravity of the situation, understanding that he has crossed a dangerous line. You thought it was smart to pick on my human owner and friend? You're about to find out why that was a grave mistake. I watch in amazement to see what Shadow is going to do. This is the. Please, please, do something amazing, Shadow. The tension in the air is palpable as you watch with intrigue, curious to see what Shadow has planned for the man. His anger is undeniable, and you can sense that whatever he is about to do will carry a significant amount of force and retribution. After 5 seconds of nothing, Shadow springs into action, showing the man why you he should not have threatened me. Excuse me. Wait, when it says he springs in action, what does that necessarily mean he's about to do? What is Shadow going to do to this man? Beat him up for 48 hours? After a brief moment of silence, Shadow springs into action, moving with a lightning speed and showing the man exactly why he should not have threatened you. His powerful strikes and attacks rain down on the man without mercy, each blow carrying with it the weight of his anger and determination to protect you. Are you kidding me right now? I watched Shadow beat up this dude. Holding nothing back. especially since he was actually trying to hurt me with a weapon. Dude, if that's the case, how long is he gonna be up this one for? This is amazing. I love Shadow, dude. Who cares if he can't speak English fully? This is amazing. Wait, wait. He spoke up here. He spoke normally here. Does that mean that maybe this dude actually fixed his speech? Oh my gosh, maybe it fixed his speech. As you watch Shadow in action, it's clear that he's holding absolutely nothing back. The man's attempted harm towards you has ignited a fire within Shadow, fueling his fury and intensifying his attacks. He shows no signs of slowing down. His powerful blows and calculated moves proving why he is a force to be reckoned with. The fight is still going even after 4 hours. Excuse me? Shadow, you've been doing this for 37 hours! 33 of them was on that one dude. Time seems to lose all meaning as the fight continues, and 4 hours have passed since it began. Despite the prolonged nature of the battle, Shadow's energy and determination remain unwavering. He shows no signs of tiring, his anger propelling him forward in his mission to punish the man who threatened you. The intruder continues to beg for his life. You know what? It put wife. I don't care. Let's see what happens. I want to see how Shadow reacts to that anyway. I tried saying life, but it came out as wife. Let's see what Shadow says. As the fight stands further, the intruder's pleas for mercy become more desperate and vocal. He begins to beg for his life, pleading for leniency and crying out for his wife. Are you kidding me? Despite the man's desperate attempts to appeal to Shadow's sympathies, the robot's anger remains intense. If you wanted to not get targeted by Shadow, you should not have even threatened me or tried to harm me with that weapon. You stare You state the obvious to the man as he continues to beg, uh, reiterating that his actions were the catalyst for his situation. His threat towards you, coupled with the attempt to harm you with a weapon, have directly led to this reckless beat up that he's receiving from Shadow. I love how it worded that. His threat towards you, coupled with the attempt to harm you with a weapon, have directly led to the reckless beat up that he's receiving from Shadow. I love that. Love how it worded that. As Shadow is beating the dude up, he starts mocking and saying, "If you didn't want this, you would have left my friend alone. Nobody hurts my friend, especially not him." Wait, did Shadow really say that? There's no way. What? Hold on. Are you kidding me? In the midst of the ongoing beat up, Shadow takes a moment to add some verbal taunts to the mix. He mocks the man, addressing him directly and making it clear why he's been targeted. If you didn't want this, you shouldn't have left my friend. You should have left my friend alone. Nobody hurts my friends, especially not you. Shadow continues to taunt and threaten the man. Excuse me, I want to see what is Shadow about. Is Shadow gonna say anything to this, like in actual words? Ain't showing me. Shadow continues his ongoing beat up, punctuating each action with taunting and threatening words. His anger is still evident in his voice and demeanor, and he shows no signs of it easing up on the man who threatened you. Are you kidding me? This just emphasizes why I love Shadow even more. This just emphasizes why I love Shadow even more. I say, oh my gosh. Wait. Watching Shadow in action as he not only beats up the intruder, but also defending you strongly reminds you of why you love him and cherish your friendship. His protective nature and fierce resolve reinforce the bond and trust you share with him. That's adorable. I don't care, guys. He may be a partial robot, but he's also has that real dinosaur heart on the inside. You know he does. He's so sweet. I love him. Same thing for Frogger. Yeah, Frogger might be a big menacing alligator, but he can also be friendly and kind-hearted if he's treated right. As you clearly see, every time I go to be with him in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, but especially Scarlet. It's been another 3 hours. As the fight continues, another 3 hours pass without let up. Shadow's energy and determination have shown no signs of weakening, and he remains focused on his mission to punish and teach a lesson to the man who threatened you. Are you kidding me? The fight actually lasts so long. The fight actually lasts so long that I end up falling asleep. I hope that doesn't make Shadow angry at me. Why is that for him to beat me up for 2 days straight? The intense and prolonged fight continues on and on for so long that you find yourself dozing off, eventually falling asleep due to exhaustion. A few hours later, Later, you wake up. As you awaken from your rest, you find yourself a bit disoriented, unsure of how much time has passed since you fell asleep. After a moment to collect yourself, you notice that the fight between Shadow and the man is still ongoing. Are you kidding me? How off? Dude, Shadow's gonna be doing this for flipping 4 days straight at this rate if he don't stop. He's already almost gone 2 days. He's already halfway to 4. Stop. I take a close look at Shadow from a distance and notice that his eyes are still a very deep red. Clearly still angry. Clearly still angry about the man that threatened my life. Are you kidding me right now? From your observation, you notice that Shadow's eyes are still a deep shade of red, indicating that his anger hasn't abated in the slightest. The fury that fueled him during the fight remains present, likely a result of his protective instincts and the threat posed to your life by the intruder. Holy frick! I love Shadow. After a few more hours of getting beat up, the man begs. Begs Shadow to stop. He's not going to stop. After enduring several more hours of beatings, the man finally succumbs to his pain and exhaustion, his begging becoming more desperate and pitiful. He implores Shadow to halt the onslaught, unable to withstand any more punishment. I listen to what Shadow is going to say. I want to know what he's actually going to tell the dude. Uh-oh. Oh! Get this, guys. Shadow's probably been going for nearly like 45 hours. And listen to what he says. As you pay attention to Shadow in anticipation of his response, he pauses for a moment, seeming to relish the power he holds over the man. After a few seconds of intense staring, he finally speaks up. Why should I stop? You tried to harm my friend, and you thought you could get away with it? The intruder continues to beg. Please, stop. I will give you anything to stop. Just please. The man's desperate pleas for respite continue, with him willing to offer anything in exchange for Shadow to halt the beat up. The fear and desperation in his voice are evident and he's willing to do whatever it takes to make the pain stop. However, Shadow remains unmoved, his anger still burning deep within. I listen to what Shadow says. I want to hear what he actually has to say to the dude, because this is hilarious. Uh-oh. Shadow, still towering over the man, listens to his desperate offering, a smirk slowly appearing on his face as he responds with a taunting tone. You would give me anything, huh? Just to stop the beat up. Uh-oh. I listen to what's going on. The conversation continues as you listen intently, absorbing every word spoken. Let me think about that for a moment. Shadow pretends to contemplate the man's offer as if seriously considering it. No, he just wants to continue beating the frick out of him. Oh my, I think that the flippin' man actually fixed his speech because he doesn't even have a hint of robotic tone to him anymore when it comes to, because he ain't saying initiating attack. He's just saying the normal words. He's acting normal again. That's perfect. I think the anger mess kept him from doing that. The anger may be helping him actually. I can clearly tell that Shadow is not really thinking about it. But I wait to hear his response. Oh my gosh, this is the best thing. Okay, this has been one of the best conversations now that's always turned around. Shadow's pretend contemplation lasts for a few moments before he finally replies, the smirk still on his face. You know what? Let's say I'll stop. If you give me something. What? Do not turn against me, Shadow. What are you doing? Uh-oh. The man's intruder says, What? What do you want? What is... no, before I read it out, what is Shadow gonna ask for? He says he'll give... He'll... Oh my gosh, I wanna... Uh-oh. The man, eager to do anything to end his torment, asks Shadow what he wants. There's a hint of recognition in his voice mixed with a glimmer of hope. What I want is simple. Shadow pauses, allowing the tension to build for a moment before continuing. It's probably going to be something like, I want you to apologize to my friend. Or he's going to do something related to me in some way. That would be kind of funny, actually. I continue to listen. What is Shadow actually going to want? I actually want to hear this response now. This is so intriguing. You continue to listen intently as Shadow prepares to make his demand. Oh my gosh! I want your obedience. I continue to listen. What? I want to know what he actually means by that. What's he actually about to do? This is flippin' hilarious. I love this. This went from depressing to funny because Shadow's now just beating people the frick up because they made fun of me and tried to threaten my life. I love this. Shadow continues to speak, his voice ringing out with authority. Uh-oh. From now on, you will do as I say. If I command you to jump, you jump. If I tell you to bark like a dog, You bark like a dog. Understand? Oh my gosh, I love this. Is he just gonna put on a show for me now? That's what he's probably gonna do. I continue listening to Shadow. Listening to Shadow. Oh my gosh. I want obedience. This is hilarious. Shadow's demands are clear and dominant, and he waits for the man to respond. The air is thick with tension as the man considers the ultimatum being presented to him. I hate that word, guys, that T word, but it didn't bother me that time only because I'm laughing too much at what Shadow is doing. The intruder asks, "Why? What is that accomplishing for you?" Oh no. The more questions, the main question is why Shadow wants his obedience. To which Shadow responds with a chilling answer. Uh-oh. What's the chilling answer gonna be? I need to read this out. It accomplishes a great deal for me. It ensures your loyalty and compliance. You'll become my obedient pawn, my minion to do as I please. Oh my gosh! I love Shadow so much. The man idiotically questions Shadow. Why? What is that accomplishing for you? Do you really think that's punishment? A good enough punishment? Can I do anything else? Can I do anything else? Oh boy. Dude, if I were you, I would be the frick quiet. He's over here questioning Shadow, and the first thing Shadow does is growl at him. It's like, dude, you have a part robot, part dinosaur standing right there in front of you, probably 30 feet or more tall, and you are making a mistake by questioning him. Shadow growls in annoyance at the man's repeated questioning, seemingly growing irritated with his patience. You really question my methods. Do you think you have a chance at negotiating? You're in no position to bargain. I want your obedience, and that's final. That's your punishment, taking away your free will. No other option is on the table. Got it? Uh-oh. Despite the easy way out, the man refuses. You idiot. Dude, you've already hissed off Shadow enough. If I were you, there's no shadow of a doubt that you will be terminated if you don't stop. Despite the easy way out, the man's stubbornness is evident as he rejects the ultimatum. He seems determined to not submit to Shadow's authority, foolishly behaving that he can still resist. Foolishly believing that he can still resist. The man continues to talk. Come on. I don't want to do that. Let me do something else. Now. Excuse me. Dude, Shadow is already hissed. Stop hissing him off further. The fact he could have just said, "Oh, I don't want to do this," and that'd be good. But the fact that he went now, as in like demanding him to do it, you're an idiot. It's like it's here you deal with Shadow. I did not expect him to say that though. Of all things, the man continues his pleading, trying to convince Shadow to change his mind. However, Shadow remains firm in his decision, his expression cold and unyielding. No, my conditions stand. If you want me to end the beat up, you will obey me. It's as simple as that. I won't accept any alternative. The man responds and says, "Okay, question mark? But how is that repercussion for trying to hurt your friend over there?" Uh, why did the man ask about the consequence of his attempted harm against you? And Shadow lets out a scoff, clearly unamused by the question. Oh, that's just the beginning. While you may be forced to obey me, it doesn't mean I'll make it easy on you. I'll ensure that you pay for your actions in other ways. No, I am not letting you control me. You are the robot, not me. And I am not being controlled by you. The intruder says, "You're asking for Shadow to flip it." Dude, this dude is making Shadow so pissed. He's gonna. Shadow's gonna get so angry he's literally gonna catch on fire. It said he was already steaming, and his eyes were flipping a dark and deep red. That's terrifying. I can tell you this right now. If I flip and started beating up someone, and all of a sudden a robotic dinosaur came over there looking at me with the red eyes and started being like, "So you wanted to hurt my friend, did you?" I'd be like, "No, no, I'm done. That's it. Okay, I'm sorry. I'll leave. Just please let me go." So I would stop right there. This dude continues to not keep talking. What a moron!